The race for hypersonic dominance is heating up, and the United States has just taken a massive step forward. In a world where the balance of power is shifting, military technology is evolving at an unprecedented pace. Hypersonic missiles are not just another weapon, they are game changers, capable of striking targets with unmatched speed and precision. And now, the US has officially entered a new phase of testing its latest hypersonic missile, a move that is undoubtedly aimed at countering Russia's advancements in the same domain. For years, the world watched as Russia unveiled weapons like the Avangard and Zircon, boasting capabilities that could evade traditional missile defense systems. The US, once considered the dominant force in missile technology, found itself playing catch-up, but recent developments suggest that the gap is closing fast. The latest US hypersonic missile test signals a shift in strategy, proving that America is not only back in the game, but ready to take the lead. But what makes hypersonic missiles so dangerous? It all comes down to speed and maneuverability. Traditional ballistic missiles follow a predictable trajectory, making them easier to intercept. Hypersonic missiles, however, travel at speeds exceeding Mach 5, more than 5 times the speed of sound, while remaining highly maneuverable, making them almost impossible to track and destroy. This new breed of weaponry completely changes how wars will be fought in the future. In recent years, US military officials have repeatedly expressed concern over the hypersonic threat posed by adversaries like Russia and China. Unlike conventional missiles, hypersonic weapons can evade even the most advanced defense systems, leaving nations vulnerable to surprise attacks. The Pentagon has been working tirelessly to develop its own hypersonic capabilities, and the latest test marks a significant milestone. Reports indicate that the US tested a new air-launched hypersonic missile with promising results. Sources suggest that the test was conducted at a classified location, with the missile achieving its intended speed, range, and precision strike capability. This development is crucial, as it proves that American engineers have made significant advancements in overcoming the technological hurdles that previously delayed hypersonic progress. The implications of this test are profound. Russia has long touted its hypersonic arsenal as an unmatched strategic advantage, using it as a means of geopolitical leverage. But now, with the US proving its own capabilities, the balance of power is beginning to shift. Experts believe that this successful test could pave the way for full-scale deployment in the near future, fundamentally altering military strategies worldwide. The question now is, what comes next? The US government has remained tight-lipped about the full extent of its hypersonic program, but military analysts speculate that additional tests are already in the works. If these missiles are successfully integrated into America's defense systems, it would mean that US forces could strike targets anywhere in the world within minutes, eliminating threats before they even have a chance to respond. However, this breakthrough also raises concerns about an escalating arms race. With both Russia and China investing heavily in hypersonic technology, the risk of a new Cold War-era standoff is becoming increasingly real. The mere existence of these weapons forces world powers to reconsider their entire approach to warfare, deterrence, and defense. The US military is already strategizing ways to incorporate hypersonic capabilities into its broader national security framework, ensuring that its forces remain ahead of potential threats. Another major factor in this race is missile defense. While the US is advancing its offensive hypersonic capabilities, it is also working to develop countermeasures. Traditional missile defense systems are virtually useless against hypersonic threats, which means that new technologies are required to detect, track, and neutralize them before impact. DARPA, the Pentagon's advanced research agency, has been working on projects aimed at creating hypersonic defense systems, but the challenge is immense. Meanwhile, Russia has wasted no time responding to the US's latest advancements. Kremlin officials have dismissed the test as expected and reiterated their belief that Russia remains ahead in hypersonic technology. But behind the scenes, military analysts believe that Moscow is carefully evaluating its own next move. With both superpowers pushing the limits of missile technology, the world is witnessing the dawn of a new era in warfare. The key advantage of hypersonic missiles is their ability to penetrate enemy defenses with ease. Unlike conventional intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, which follow a predictable arc, hypersonic missiles move unpredictably, making them nearly impossible to intercept. This unpredictability adds an element of uncertainty that military planners on all sides must now consider. One of the most significant elements of the USS hypersonic program is its focus on different delivery methods. While Russia has largely concentrated on submarine-launched and air-launched hypersonic weapons, the U.S. is exploring a broader range of options. Land-based, sea-based, and space-based platforms are all being considered, ensuring that American hypersonic capabilities remain versatile and adaptable. At the same time, the financial aspect of this arms race cannot be ignored. Developing hypersonic technology is incredibly expensive, with research and testing costs running into billions of dollars. Some critics argue that investing in hypersonic missiles diverts resources away from other crucial defense priorities. But for military strategists, the cost is justified. Failing to keep up in the hypersonic race could leave the U.S. vulnerable to adversaries who have already demonstrated their willingness to use advanced weapons to assert global influence. The development and proliferation of hypersonic weapons have profound geopolitical consequences, fundamentally altering the global security landscape. Initially dominated by major military powers such as the United States, Russia, and China, hypersonic missile technology is now being pursued by additional nations, including India, France, and even North Korea. This growing competition significantly increases the risk of strategic miscalculations, unintended escalations, and potential conflicts in ways the world has never experienced before. Hypersonic weapons, defined by their ability to travel at speeds exceeding Mach 5 while maintaining high maneuverability, pose a significant challenge to existing military strategies. Unlike traditional ballistic or cruise missiles, hypersonic weapons do not follow predictable trajectories, making them nearly impossible to intercept with current missile defense systems. This capability grants nations possessing such weapons an unparalleled first-strike advantage, heightening tensions between geopolitical rivals and forcing other nations to respond with their own advancements. The United States, Russia, and China are currently the undisputed leaders in hypersonic missile technology, each racing to refine and deploy these weapons as part of their broader defense strategies. Russia has already deployed the Avangard hypersonic glide vehicle, while China has successfully tested its own versions of hypersonic missiles, including the DF-17. However, the emergence of additional players in this arms race raises new concerns. India, for example, has been actively developing hypersonic capabilities, successfully testing the Hypersonic Technology Demonstrator Vehicle, HSTDV, and collaborating with Russia on the BrahMos 2 hypersonic missile. India's investment in this technology is largely driven by regional security concerns, particularly its long-standing rivalries with Pakistan and China. As India continues to advance in this domain, it could prompt a regional arms buildup, further escalating tensions in South Asia. France has also joined the race, aiming to develop a hypersonic cruise missile as part of its broader military modernization efforts. French officials argue that possessing such capabilities is essential for maintaining strategic autonomy and deterring potential adversaries. Similarly, Japan and Australia have also shown interest in hypersonic research, highlighting a growing trend among allied nations to counterbalance threats posed by China and Russia. Perhaps the most concerning development, however, is North Korea's pursuit of hypersonic missiles. The reclusive nation has already claimed to have tested a hypersonic glide vehicle, raising alarm among U.S. and South Korean military officials. If Pyongyang successfully develops and deploys hypersonic weapons, it could dramatically shift the balance of power on the Korean peninsula, making it more difficult for adversaries to preemptively neutralize North Korea's nuclear capabilities. As more nations enter the hypersonic arms race, the risk of miscalculations and unintended escalations increases significantly. Unlike traditional nuclear deterrence strategies, hypersonic weapons introduce an element of uncertainty, as their speed and maneuverability reduce reaction times, leaving little room for diplomatic resolutions. Ultimately, the spread of hypersonic technology is reshaping global security in unprecedented ways. While these weapons provide strategic advantages, they also introduce new vulnerabilities, making future conflicts more unpredictable and potentially more devastating. The world is now entering an era where speed, precision, and deterrence take on new meaning, and the geopolitical consequences of this shift remain uncertain. The U.S.'s recent test is not just about demonstrating military strength, it is about sending a message. A message to Russia, to China, and to the world that the United States is not falling behind. The Pentagon has made it clear that hypersonic weapons will be a core component of America's future defense strategy, and this latest development proves that those efforts are paying off. Looking ahead, the next phase of testing will be crucial. While this recent test was a success, further refinements and additional trials will be needed before the missile is ready for full deployment. There is also the question of integration. How will these weapons fit into existing military structures? How will they be used in real combat scenarios? These are the questions that defense planners are now working to answer. As we move forward, one thing is certain. The hypersonic arms race is only beginning. The world is entering a new era of warfare where speed, precision, and technological superiority will determine the balance of power. And with the US now proving its capabilities, the future of global security just became even more unpredictable. For now, all eyes are on the next test, the next breakthrough, and the next move in this high-stakes game of military dominance. One thing is for sure. Whoever masters hypersonic technology first will hold an unprecedented advantage in modern warfare. The question is, who will get there first? Stay tuned to get more latest updates. Thanks for watching.